Hello, my most amazing art students. How are you today? Today we are starting the first day of a 2-day project. We have day 1 where we're going to color the back of a board with all kinds of bright colors, and then we're gonna paint it with some black paint. We have to make this a 2-day project because I tried doing it wet and scratching it wet and it wasn't working very well. So let's do a 2-day project. But most importantly, in order to get the paper back to the right person, I need to make sure that I start by taking my cardboard from Art Store and writing my name on the back. Preferably if you wrote your class code. So your class code always starts with the grade that you are and the first initial of your teacher's name. So if you are in first grade, you would write a 1, and if your teacher's last name starts with M, you would put an M after it. Get the idea? Okay, so you're going to have to start. So this is what we're gonna end up doing. I have a really cool kitty scratch board, but I'll have drawing guides next time for things that go. If you want to put some cool cars on here, or if you want to draw dogs and you don't like cats, or you want to draw cats and dogs and a car, you can do it all. I don't really care. I just want you to do a nice quality job and think about your composition. So here I have a big sleeping kitty in the middle, and I have a couple of them peeking out in different places, being mischievous. So I made mine be all cats. So stay tuned here. What you're gonna need from Art Store today is a piece of cardboard that I've already pre-cut for you. You have in your cart at your table, either crayons or oil pastels. You have those in the top and the middle of your cart. And you're going to need to take a pencil to write your name on the back. You're gonna need a paintbrush. Now I'm asking you to use some of our new brushes. We got a grant and we all got new brushes. I'm so excited about them because they're nice and big and fat and they're easy for this kind of thing. But I need you to grab one that is a flat brush on the top. This is a washing brush. It will just, because we're gonna wash it right over the top. You don't want a rounded brush. Okay, that's going to be something that's a little bit different. So take a flat brush, and you don't want to hold it here in this metal part because that's the danger zone. So you want to hold it right here in the middle, and you're going to wash that paint that you're going to get at Art Store. This little cup of paint is black paint mixed with a little bit of hand soap so that it will scratch right off. And so you're not going to need this entire tub just to yourself. You could use it, and when you're done with it, snap the lid back on it and put it back at Art Store for the next class. And the teacher, if she needs to, she can fill that up. But make sure your brushes, when you're done with them, end up in the paintbrush hot tub. Okay, so supplies. Today at Art Store, I need three thingies. A piece of cardboard, a paintbrush, flat wash brush, and a little thing of paint. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I think for today, I'm gonna use crayon. I'll show you how that works. But if you want to, you can take a pencil and you can kind of divide this up into boxes if you want each one to have a different color, or you can just scatter them out whatever way you want, but you're gonna color really hard. If you don't color hard and put a lot of wax on here, it's not gonna work very well. So maybe I'll do 3 spots orange. Oh, I did so hard, I broke my crayon. Oh well. And I'll do some purple. All right, hang on, I'm gonna speed this up. Okay, so you're all done getting all the crayon on here, and then you're gonna take your black paint. You're not gonna need this whole dish of paint, so don't use the whole thing, but you're gonna use your brand new brushes, and you're gonna use the flat one because that is a wash brush, and you're not gonna get your fingers in the danger zone. You're gonna put them in the middle. Okay, so make sure your brush is flat on the end, and remember that your brush is a ballerina. She dances on her tippy toes. She never scoots around on her bottom. And you're gonna put a nice thick coat of black paint. Be sure that you put your name on the back of this before you start painting, because it's gonna be real hard to do when you're done. Then when you're all done, you're gonna cap the lid back on your paint. Here at Snap. Put that back at Art Store, and then you're gonna put your brush in the paintbrush hot tub. Thank you very much. If you need a wipey for your hands, go get one. And you're gonna put this in the drying rack to let it dry. Make sure too that you put your class code on the back of it. That'll make it really easy for your teacher to find this. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm going to show you one that I made earlier, and I let it dry, and I started to do cats, okay, and I'm using a skewer, and you guys will have that too. You can also use a pencil, so you can use a pencil. Let me show you how. You can take a pencil. Well, you don't actually, let's use this because that won't put any lead on it. So we can make some hearts, since we're so good at hearts now. We have all these different kitties. Maybe I need to have one more kitty peeking out over here. So I want to make sure that I do that ear, and then a curved line, and then another ear. And then I'm going to make his face he's going to be a little bit more full in the face. And his ears have like a little L shape in them. Okay, we're gonna get some eyes on there. And his nose, which is an upside down triangle. And his whiskers. Okay, he's peeking out. So we've got a big sleeping kitty here in the middle. Okay, and you can do all kinds of things. You can do stripes. You could color these solid. Okay, so that you could see these big stripes on his back. You could do hair. That's what's so great about a scratch board, is you can get all that great texture in your artwork, which is another element of art. You're getting shape, you're getting line, and we're doing texture and color. So we've got all kinds of different. Now, we might not have it be three-dimensional and have form, because a lot of these shapes that we're making this with are flat, but you get the idea. The smaller little jagged lines that you do create a lot of texture on your artwork and show that color underneath that you so awesomely colored to start with last week. So you did your scratch board this week. When your scratch board is done, meaning you painted it with black paint, you put it in the drying rack, you can go to Sketchbook Town and use any of those materials. I'm gonna put some texture on my hearts too. Maybe I'm gonna do like a pattern. Maybe I'll do the side of my bowl. Maybe I'll do the inside of my bowl. And I'm just using this to scratch away that black paint underneath so we can really see it. I have him on this big, soft cushion. So get really detailed with it. You can do dogs, you can do cats. I also have one that's things that go. So if you wanted to do a really cool car or a fire engine, you can do that. Just make sure that your name is on the back. Okay, put a little shadow under him here because he's sleeping on a big cushion. Okay, and there you have it. So I want you guys to have a lot of fun. I'm super excited to see how they turn out. You're gonna have 2 weeks for this project. So you'll spend the first day coloring the back with crayon or oil pastels and painting the wash of black with a flat-tipped brush. Okay, make sure that you use the flat-tipped one and make sure that you put it in the paintbrush hot tub when you're done. Then you're gonna let it dry for 1 week, and then you're gonna come back to it and sketch out some awesomeness by scratching it with a skewer. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thanks, guys.